Hey guys, welcome back to the channel. My name is Radium, and today I have another Terraria video for all of you, in which today we're starting a brand new playthrough on a mod I've never played before. It is called the Ultranium mod, and above everything else I'm incredibly excited to do this, because for a start I haven't done a playthrough, like a regular playthrough, in so long. Mainly just because of the amount of videos I've been doing the more significant projects, like the Mega Collab, with a bunch of other YouTubers, and just other stuff in general, so I'm just happy to get back into the old routine. With that said, however, I'm going to be doing an expert mode summoner playthrough with this mod. I don't really know how well accustomed Ultranium is to summoner, but as far as I've been told, it's an amazing mod. I've been told that by a lot of people, and so I figured I'd use it for my next playthrough, in which, you guys may not know about this, but like a few months prior to this, I've been creating a sort of significant lore across multiple playthroughs, and all of the characters in these unique playthroughs mean something in the long run, so you may be slightly confused, but the playthrough will be perfectly fine on its own. With that said though, let's just get into it. So I honestly haven't played regular Terraria in such a long time. Well, I can't really say regular because it is still modded, but this is the most default playthrough I've had to do in a while. Again, I have a basic idea of what is required for me in order to run a summoner in 1.3, because obviously I have no access to whips, the Finch staff isn't a thing, and there are just a lot of disadvantages to me right now. But I'm sure I'll figure it out. I'm just going to play the game normally, because I can play without a weapon. I've done it many a time, so it shouldn't be too difficult. Additionally, it's important to note that a wide variety of quality of life mods are going to be used in this playthrough. Not so many that it breaks it, but solely because I'm not the greatest player in the world. And because I'm having to record several hours of gameplay, anything that speeds anything up will be used pretty much. Oh yeah, and the mod list will be provided in the description of this video, so if you're interested in any of them, you can check them out there. Beginning this playthrough is going to be fairly basic in all honesty, mainly just the stuff any Terrarian would do, like basic caving, making some houses, finding life crystals, and those kind of upgrades. Again, we are going to be a lot weaker, so we have to, like for example against these bats, we pretty much have to tunnel and try and trap them, otherwise we will die sadly, so it's definitely going to make this a lot more inconvenient. Okay, in true Radium fashion, I've already had some footage corrupt, sadly. All I've really done is basic mining and found some gems, so we are on our way to a Topaz Hook, luckily. However, these enemies have been very, very irritating. I'm having to box up most of them, and it's not really a fun experience, but it'll get better for sure. Okay, and down here it looks like that's enough topaz to get our first grappling hook. Again, I also have that lead. So, you know what, I'm just going to make that grappling hook right here and right now, just because obviously having the extra ability is going to help. Especially when avoiding stupid things like this cluster of whatever the hell this is. Alright, so I can literally make all of my stations now, which is great. I'm going to hold off on making the furnace for a moment, but we have got the grappling hook, and I mean, this is just a great tool that's going to help us demobilize a lot of these. Okay, we've got our first gold chest here, that's kinda nice. Although there is a giant worm, which is pretty much an instant recall. However, we get an enchanted boomerang, which is useless. Some money and dynamite though, that's kinda useful. Again, nothing too drastic so far. Ooh, and our first life crystal is down there. I don't actually know whether I'll be able to get it, because this worm is being very, very irritating, but we shall see. Okay, I should be able to trap this piranha now. There we go, and now we don't have any issues with that, but the enemies are still irritating here. In this chest, we got ourselves shoe spikes and splunk potions, which are absolutely brilliant. Again, if I just use those now, we'll pretty much be able to find whatever we need. Although this is definitely not the best cave, I'll just say. Screw it. I've got two of them, so I'm just going to use one of my potions now. Although I am about to drown, which is not fun, so I need to dip, basically. Oh my goodness, what? I accidentally vein mined some stone, but I feel like I need to show this. Two life crystals have spawned next to each other, which is absolutely unreal. Literally, like, pixel perfect, they are next to each other, and, I mean, that's amazing for a start, but also incredibly rare. You know, despite this not being the absolute best world I've ever seen, it definitely does have some potential by the looks of it. Oh, and just whilst we found those life crystals up there is a marble biome connected to a mushroom biome, which is interesting, mind you, very dangerous. I don't seem to have any ropes, so I'm just going to drop down and see if we can get past these enemies without dying, basically, and another worm. Brilliant. Okay, I've quickly sprinted down to the chest to be met with a band of regeneration. That is actually a very good item. I'm sure it's going to be useful for some things, and there is also another life crystal down there. I'm going to try to get to before the giant worm gets me. Okay, we managed to get back here. Alright, the life crystal is now ours. But these enemies are not going to make this very fun, because for some reason there's a lot of them and they keep spawning, like, continuously. Okay, in the gold chest we get another enchanted boomerang. I'm starting to see a not very nice pattern here, if I'm being honest. But I guess we should keep exploring this cave, and I guess I should use the other Spelunker potion. Okay, another 2 life crystals down here. Honestly, there's not been too much going on down in these caves. And so far playing the mod, it doesn't really feel like too much has happened, but obviously for some of these mods, there's literally nothing until you defeat a few bosses. So I'm gonna guess this mod's like that. Okay, good news and bad news. So I have found a granite cave, but there's a very high chance of me dying because of how awkward these enemies are, so I'm literally going to try and grab as much as possible and get out of here. Okay, this bat will not go away, but I've just managed to climb up here with enough time, and I'm just going to get out of this area really because it's just annoying. Okay, in the last moments of my final Spelunker potion, I've managed to find yet another mushroom biome, so hopefully there's some life crystals and maybe a chest here. That's all I could really ask for, because I am kind of struggling down here, but we have 5 reserve life crystals, which will almost buff us up to an amount of health I'm pretty comfortable on. But I would like to do a tiny bit more spelunking before anything else. I'm just going to say now, by the way, I'm not going to be using lava to farm for anything, but if enemies do die to lava's hands, or like traps and such, it's not my fault, and since I can't control it, it's not going to be deemed like unworthy, if that makes sense. Like, technically speaking, they are valid methods for killing things. So, plot twist, Ultranium adds a crafting recipe for Hermes Boots, which is literally just silver and tungsten. That is genuinely amazing, and I'm just going to do that straight off the bat. I don't know if silver or tungsten's got any more uses than that, but I mean, now we're really mobile. All we need is a jump bottle, and then we're pretty much set in that regard. I guess I should, now that we've looted up a tiny bit, I guess I should just traverse the overworld. Let's just see if there's any, like, Ultranium structures added. Again, I really couldn't tell you since I haven't played this before, but I'm excited to see some of this modded content. Ooh, oh my goodness, okay, I've definitely found something new. What is this? I've genuinely... Okay, this is obviously an Ultranium thing. I've never seen this before. I cannot kill any of these enemies and there's a vulture chasing me. So I'm going to mine a tree and then just run. So there we go. It drops Eldritch Wood. This looks amazing, by the way. So let's see what we can do with this. So, okay, well, this is not good. Because I keep going into crafting menu. So, yeah, just give me a moment to find somewhere safe. Oh my goodness, this biome is absolutely terrifying. I, again, have no idea what this is. I'm gonna guess there's something important in this tree. Maybe you can even loose it, for example. But yeah, with this wood, you can seem to make just furniture, really. So nothing too spectacular in that regard. But it's still cool to see. Since we're here, by the way, I've decided I'm going to be trying to loot the underground jungle. It's kind of interlinked with this new biome, which is kind of cool because normally the jungle gets corrupted by either Crimson or Corruption rather than like just being a jungle biome. And if that happens in this case, I won't really mind. Okay, and oh my goodness, okay, in the first chest we managed to get a cloud in a bottle, and what the heck is this? What is going on? We're dead, and I think that must be a mini-boss of some sorts. Okay, well at least we got a cloud in a bottle. That's a very good upgrade. Okay, since I'm honestly terrified of that, I'm going to head towards the right now. Since there'll be an ice biome and maybe even an ice cave. As well as that, the dungeon, and I want to get to at least one ocean on this world. That'll become a lot more clear later on. And it's mainly because I have an idea for what I want to do in terms of my weaponry. Ooh, okay, well we found something. I genuinely don't know what this is, but this looks kind of cool. It has a chest containing an ancient nature relic and an ancient hell relic. Okay. Well, for a start, this is a summoner accessory, so that's absolutely amazing. We might as well just equip them both for now, since, you know, there's no negative benefits to either of them. And they both seem like decent accessories. I can also just keep my radar here and it'll work fine. Okay, now I have some relative safety. Let's have a look at the nature relic. So, it gives us an extra minion slot and 7% increased summon damage. And can be crafted into an Ultranium sigil, which is much later on. Okay. Well, that is interesting, but I mean, I'm obviously going to keep it on for now, and it does seem pretty decent. Additionally, there's a living tree here, so I guess we should just loot this, since I can build a nice house out of the living loot materials. I don't really know what I'm planning on doing for a base yet, but oh my goodness, that's a lot of zombies. Ooh, okay, well, it looks like we found a dungeon at least, which is something quite substantial. I guess I should see if there's a free water bolt in here, because even if we can't use it, it's always nice to have. And obviously, since it sells for a gold coin, you know, never bad. Okay, sadly, no water candle or water bolt, so we're just going to go past it and see if we can find maybe an enchanted sword shrine. And obviously the ocean biome is still important to me. Okay, before you say I'm about to ruin my entire series, I'm going to be making the prison builder. Now, hold your horses, I'm not going to be using it as my main base for the entire playthrough. Quite simply, I'm going to be crafting it just to get the NPCs in, and then I'll be putting NPCs I need into another build, which I'm going to make myself. Again, it's not going to be the best build in the world, mainly because I'm not the best builder in the world for a start. And I'd never claim to be, but it'll be interesting for sure once it gets going, and I guess we'll have to see. And there we go, Prison Builder has been achieved. Again, this will be an eyesore, but once the NPCs are here, as said, they will be sorted, so don't worry about it too much. Oh, brilliant, there we go, the merchant has already arrived. Okay, so we need to speak to him, and the first thing we need to do is purchase a bug net. Of course he moved into that house out of all of them. Okay, so here we go, that's literally all we need from him. I'm just going to sell the flare gun right out the bat, just because I literally never need it in this playthrough. Additionally, having a piggy bank will be nice in the long run. Mainly because it's definitely going to be an item with utilities, and I'd rather not lose all my money whilst doing this. Okay, whilst I head towards the ocean on the left side, I'm going to be destroying every single one of these grass bales I see. And that is to get as many worms as possible. Now, I can very much understand why you're seeing where this is going now. But don't you guys worry, because you're not going to have to watch a 5-hour fishing montage. I'm the only one who's going to suffer through that. Oh my goodness, we already got a gold worm. Okay, that's 10 gold coins right there, I think. That's amazing, actually. Yes, okay, finally. Okay, we got it. Fiberglass fishing pole. Oh my goodness, that took a lot longer than I really wanted it to. 45 minutes by the time I actually got it. Now we only need a couple more baits, and we're good to go. Oh my goodness, I just got 4 worms from that? What? Okay then, well, that's enough to make it, okay. Here it is, unlimited fiberglass fishing pole. Boom, we've got it. And it has an automatic, well, a default of 60% fishing power. So, with that all said and done, let's head towards the ocean, and it's time to fish until we get ourselves a reaver shark. Ooh, another bonus I'm about to receive is the fact that I'm about to hit maximum mana. There we go. So, that's pretty much the best we can have, and all I'm really going to need, I'm not going to go much further than 200. Mainly because I feel I'll never need too much more than that, and most of the time I'll be focusing on dodging rather than resummoning. But it's definitely nice to have that freedom with summons so I can interchange them in between battles and such. Okay, so the idea was that I was going to do something of a massive fishing montage, and I guess we kinda got that. But Jesus Christ, we got literally everything I wanted already. So we got some crates, which is great because I want a tsunami in a bottle if possible. We got a reaver shark already, so yeah, that puts that to shame. We got a frog leg, which is one of the best accessories period, and I'm going to be replacing the hell relic for it. Mainly because I don't really need the extra health for me. And yeah, we also just got a swordfish, which is kinda cool. I'm just going to open the crates now and see what we got. We actually got a falcon blade, which is kind of cool. Nothing else, however, but I mean, that's a pretty cool item to get. And some baits I'm not allowed to say the name of. Fantabulous. Oh yeah, I'm going to be making a Lawai AFK accessory really quick, which is called the Dig Faster. This is going to allow us to get to the underworld very quickly. There it is. And as you can see, mining speed increased by 35%. And we even got a hasty one to add on to that. Okay, after going to several worlds, I've managed to get 3 mining potions, so it's really just going to speed up this entire process. And quite frankly, I'm lazy, so yeah, that is really, really good mining speed. And so it begins. Okay, so literally the only thing I really need right now is 51 hellstone ore. But I'm going to take the time to loot the pots, as I think it's more efficient, honestly, to search for an obsidian potion first, and then go mining the hellstone. Oh wait, never mind, we don't need to look for an obsidian skin potion because I forgot about vein miner. So if we go to any pocket, we can pretty much mine all of it in one go, and it'll just make this so much quicker. Oh, there's also a voodoo demon, but I can't really think about killing him right now because, quite frankly, it's kind of impossible. Okay, we did die sadly, but that's okay because I think we've got enough. Yep, we officially have enough for the staff. Now this was honestly not a bad run, and it only took like 2 hours to get our first weapon here. Again, not terrible at all, but I mean, since we have a weapon, we might as well try and fight a boss for the end of the video. Or at least coming up to the end, that is. So, there we go. And Imp Staff, boom. Oh, god damn it, we got an ignorant one. I may genuinely go get some more Hellstone, because we really can't be having less damage in a playthrough like this. Okay, I forgot to record this, but I genuinely made myself another staff. As you can see, the Hellstone's gone now. But here we are, and with this we have 2 summons due to this Ultranium artifact, the Nature Relic. So obviously having an extra 7% damage is going to help. And I was really contemplating the boss I wanted to do for this, but I'm pretty sure if you know the channel, it's fairly obvious on what boss I'm going to be attempting first. Okay guys, I guess there's no time like the present to give this a go. Hopefully this fight does go well, but I really could not tell you. Again, it's definitely worth a shot, and if it does go well, it means we're going to be able to do so much for next episode. Okay guys, despite me screwing up a lot, this fight is almost over now. This is honestly not one I'm too proud of because I really did not play well here, and the fact that I used night potions is questionable. But in my opinion, since we're playing modded, we should honour the spirit of it, and there we go. Bone glove, skeleton mask, and I mean, that's a boss done. And on that note, I'm going to be ending this first episode here. I'm sorry if this one's slightly less action-packed than you're used to for a Radiant video. I just figured I'd make it slightly less so we can do other things with it. And obviously I want to take the series more slowly from this kind of approach. But with that said, thank you all so much for watching. If you did enjoy, then feel free to leave a like and subscribe if you haven't already. And as always, I will see all of you in the next one. Peace out, guys.